इस संबंध में 25 अप्रैल को यूएन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल प्रेस वक्तव्य में टीआरएफ के संदर्भ को हटाने के लिए पाकिस्तान के दबाव पर भी ध्यान दिया जाना चाहिए। पहलगाम आतंकवादी हमले की जांच से पाकिस्तान के साथ आतंकवादियों के संपर्क उजागर हुए हैं। रेजिस्टेंस फ्रंट द्वारा किए गए दावे और लश्कर-ए-तैयबा से ज्ञात सोशल मीडिया हैंडल द्वारा इसको रीपोस्ट किया जाना इसकी पुष्टि करता है। चश्मदीद गवाहों और विभिन्न जांच एजेंसियों को उपलब्ध अन्य सूचनाओं के आधार पर हमलावरों की पहचान भी हुई है। हमारी इंटेलिजेंस ने इस टीम के योजनाकारों और उनके समर्थकों की जानकारी जुटाई है। इस हमले की रूपरेखा भारत में सीमा पार आतंकवाद को अंजाम देने के पाकिस्तान के लंबे ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड से भी जुड़ी हुई है, जिसके लिखित और स्पष्ट दस्तावेज उपलब्ध हैं।
We know that it is an organisation that calls itself TRF, or the Resistance Front, and that this is really a front organisation actually, which emerged in 2019 from the circles of Lashkar-e-Taiba organisation and Hizb al-Mujahideen organisation. And these two organisations are Islamist terror groups with a very similar ideology and a very similar praxis to that of Hamas among the Palestinians. Of course, there are some ideological differences, but broadly they belong to the same school. So it is not surprising that we can see these similarities also in practice, as they derive from similarities in ideology and in goals and in beliefs. Regarding ISI and Hamas, yes, we've heard many reports of this kind, and I think these are very much worthy of further research. It's known that Hamas has very close relations, of course, with Iran. It also has very close relations with Turkey, and we are familiar with the fact that Turkey and Pakistan have increasingly close relations, based maybe also on common interests, but also, again, on a very similar ideological outlook between the governments of Pakistan and of Turkey. So it's quite feasible and not hard to believe that ISI, a crucial, of course, agency within the Pakistani state regarding the support for proxy Islamist terror groups, could
take these questions. First, Aditya, your question. We have had several rounds of briefings, and in these briefings we have also shared with you the kind of linkage we see between the perpetrators of the attack of Pahalgam, in particular the Resistance Front. Foreign Secretary in his statement also made very clear the kind of evidence that we see, and investigation is going on in this particular matter. You would have seen that TRF had taken responsibility, and then second day, twice they had taken responsibility, and thereafter, possibly at the behest of their handlers, they rolled it back. But TRF is one organization which is in front of the Lashkar-e-Taiba, and you would understand and perhaps be in the knowledge of it that we have been pursuing listing of TRF in the United Nations, by the United Nations Security Council, by the Sanctions Committee, unsc 1267 Sanctions Committee. I'm not privy to what was shared 2 hours back, but for sure we'll update you on as to how the investigation progresses in this matter.
It's good that India has designated them for what they are. It is clearly a terrorist group. There's no ambiguity about that. So it clearly is. But when it comes to, so that's good news that India's done that designation. But when I look at China, basically China operates Pakistan as a proxy in the region. So China cannot be trusted in any regard, which is something I would have thought Donald Trump should understand. And so it would be far better if Donald Trump understood that by supporting India, and this is something I've said for a long time, India is a bulwark for the West against China. So, the more we can help India against Pakistan, the better, because China has got vested interests with Pakistan, and those interests don't coincide with India's best wishes, and I don't think they coincide with the West in more general, for our best intent either. So yeah, I support India because by sorting out Pakistan, we actually strike a blow against China as well. So that's good.